Hi everybody, I'm Manorama and I want to welcome you to this Sanskrit Studies and Luminous Soul session. And today we're going to focus on the expression Maha Vratam or Maha Vrata. So let's take a look here. It's up on the board. The word or words together, Maha Vrata, Maha Vrata. Maha means great and Vrata means vow. Maha Vrata is the great vow. And sometimes we just talk of vratas, sometimes we say Maha Vrata, it depends. But what is a vow? Well, if you look it up in the dictionary, it will tell you that it is a solemn promise. And I don't think a lot of people in modern day have a relationship to the notion of, they don't have much of a relationship to the concept of promise, right? Or solemn promise even. But let's look at some other ways in which it is defined. Maha Vrata, or a vow or a great vow, is also defined as, let's see, solemn promise, but also something that an action you take or words you say that you dedicate, and a promise you make that you dedicate to another, or that you dedicate specifically to a deity of some kind or God, or that you say to God, you say to another in the presence of God, however you like to look at it. So I don't want us to run away from it. I think a lot of people over the years, I've heard them talk about vratas, and it's like, oh, that's commitment, right? But rather, what if we got inspired and we actually said, what vows, what deep promise can I really meaningfully make about my relationship with God, my relationship to my embodiment here in this life. The great rishis have told us time and time again that the primary purpose of embodiment is to know yourself. And we go through life and we have important relationships and we have meaningful time that we spend, and all of this is all the time growing us. But to what end? To what end is to help us know ourselves, to help your children know themselves, to help your sweethearts know themselves, to help you know yourself, them know themselves. So what if the vow is, how can I be a vessel for deeper understanding and deeper knowledge? And I make a commitment to know myself. I make this Maha Vrata to work on myself, to grow my knowledge, and to be a place where knowledge can land and rise. What if that becomes the vow, and that in the relationships that you have in your lives, those become also a conduit for deeper self-understanding? You say, well, just for me and not for them? No, for them and for you, and ultimately for the realization of God in your own heart. So play around with this word. Take a look at how you relate with the concept of vow. Some people love it. Some people really dislike it. Find out where you're at in regards to it. And if you're really feeling very rejective of the concept, see if you can just move into a place of neutrality around it. And if you're like, oh, that concept is really close to me, see if you can understand it from another vantage point. But this week, I want you to play around with the notion of Maha Vrata. Maha Vrata. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in another session soon. Be blessed, and remember, you are a luminous soul. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.